Hello, welcome back on this last hot day. It's like 90 degrees outside. It's a little bit windy because there's a cold front moving in, and I'm super excited and I'm ready to decorate my porch for fall. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decorate it for fall. These flowers right here are still looking amazing. And I'll probably keep them at least for another week. We'll see, depending on how I feel and how the weather is. And then I'm just gonna switch my porch to fall. And then in the beginning of October, I'll come in here and make it a little spooky for Halloween. So I'll probably do another updated video for that if I decide to make it super cute or not. I might not, but anyway, today I'm gonna switch it to fall. So let me turn around and show you what I got going on here. So as you can see, these begonias are just so beautiful and they're so summery, and I'm getting tired of the hot color, and I was having a hard time deciding what I was going to do for my porch because I didn't want it to clash. I was just going to do plain white, and then I decided that I wasn't going to do that. I'm going to add a little bit of color. It might clash for a week or two, and then I'm going to come in here and put some fall flowers in here, just a few, and then eventually get bulbs in here. So this is the porch. I did a porch decor video probably about 5 months ago, so it's been about 5 months since I've gotten on here and sprayed everything off, and so you can see everything's really dusty and definitely needs to be cleaned up. So I'm going to spray it off again, and I'm going to repot this. So this is just still in its container from when I bought it, and so I'm definitely going to put it in a different pot. And I have a wreath that fell off because one of my command strips came off, so I need to switch those out and put my fall wreaths on. And then I'm gonna switch out my pillows to fall. I'm gonna leave the rug because I think it's super cute, but I'm just gonna shake it off. And as you can see, everything's really dusty back here and kind of gross, so it's time to just clean it off, right, Pipe? While this is drying, I went ahead and swept it off too, so it dry a little faster, but it's nice. I wanted to do today because it's hot and windy and it would dry fast, and I knew I could get it done, and I was chasing those pumpkins around. But anyway, I'll probably just wash them in the sink with my other pumpkins. But I just set my cushions over here to dry in the sun, and since it's a warm day, they'll dry pretty quickly. And I also wanted to show you where I put my rugs. I just hang them on my fence over here to dry. It's kind of hard getting them up, but I get them up over there, and I just hang them over there, and since it's hot and dry and windy, they should dry pretty quickly, so they're just over there. But while this is drying, I'm going to get out some pots and some plants that I have and get a few things planted and ready to go on the porch. So this year on my porch, I wanted to do really stark and contrasted plants, especially for fall and Halloween. I thought that would be really pretty. I originally started with just like a white and a dark foliage, but I decided I wanted to add a little bit of color, especially when I take these begonias out. And I was looking for an elderberry because I thought that's kind of spooky and creepy. I don't know if you've seen the leaves of an elderberry, but they're kind of cool looking, but I couldn't find any. And I feel like if I did that, I needed to plan ahead and maybe get it in a pot in the spring, keep it in the sun, and then just move it on my porch. But I decided to get this 9 bark to put on my porch because my house is white, and this is the Diablo 9 bark. And it gets pretty big. I can put it in my yard somewhere when I'm done, or I can keep it in the pot and then move it back and forth. But I just wanted something dark. I wanted a dark foliage. This isn't as dark as the elderberry, but I thought it would be a good solution for this year. So I am going to plant it in this pot. I'll leave it on my porch. My porch only has part sun, obviously, because it's set back pretty far. When fall's over, I'll move it in the sun somewhere and just let it be in the sun during the winter and keep it watered like once a month or every couple weeks and see how it fares. I have other pots that I have to water too, so it shouldn't be too much of a pain. And I'll have to do that with my topiary also. But I wanted to plant this in this big, tall, skinny pot. Hopefully the root ball will fit. Mine looks kind of weird in that basket, and I think it's because all the other ones I saw online had kind of like a tall, skinny pot. So I'm going to try it with this, and hopefully it'll be okay. It needs to be potted anyway because it's been in this all summer long and it's actually done surprisingly well. But I'm going to pop these up, and then I have some mums that I'm going to put up here and some pumpkins, and it should be really pretty. And I have some other dark foliage plants that I'm going to use to give it a lot of contrast. So let's get planting. Another thing I do is I went and bought some white pumpkins. I do feel like having them take a little bleach bath really makes them last longer and not rot. So that's what I'm doing. I'm filling up my sink in my garage, and I'm going to I'll just splash a little bit of bleach in here. Let's see, I'm going to do it over here where it's not so crazy. Maybe about that much is good. Filling this up, and then I'll let them sit in there, and I'll kind of rotate them. I have this pitcher sitting on some plastic because I don't have a plug. So I'm just using that as a plug, but that really makes them last a little longer, and it will wash them and get all the dirt off of them. So I do this every year. And then I rinse them off, and then I'll dry them off, and they'll be ready to go. Okay, I finally finished. My husband started mowing, so hopefully he stays in the backyard for a little while longer. But it's been a crazy day. I started at 10 a.m. It's now 5:30 or 5:45, and I've had a lot of various interruptions, and it's been quite the day, but I got it done, and I'm so happy with it. I love the pink and the orange and the white and the dark burgundy that I went with. It's just so warm, and it's really making me want to pull these out, and it's time. But I am a little sad about it. But this just feels so fall and cozy. So let's take a closer look. I told myself I wasn't gonna go super crazy, and I think I went a little crazier than I intended to, but I wanted some orange pumpkins on here, so I went and got some orange ones. So if you saw me placing things and then I changed them and then I added orange, it's going to be a hot mess because I filmed different things. But I love the orange and pink. I prefer pink mums, and I was just going to do pink and white, but I decided to pull in orange because I was going to have orange pumpkins out here anyway. So I put an orange mum over here, and I love the warmth that it brings, and it's more of a like orange gold. I didn't want to do a bright yellow, but I just love that. Look how pretty that is. And then with the dark foliage of these heuchera, so pretty. And then the 9 bark is perfect against my white house, and it brings the warmth. And I planted some white pansies in there. We'll see how big they get, but I thought that would be kind of fun to have a little bit of white underneath here. And then the white mums, I have ordered new candles because it was time to get new outdoor candles. They're the ones that have timer and a battery, and they're super nice, but mine just kind of got discolored. So I ordered some, and they'll be here pretty soon. Then I went with my mat that I had up at Christmas just because I felt like it was homier and more fall. And then I like to keep this welcome mat because it's simple and it goes with every season, and so I just kind of keep reusing that. And then my wreaths up here, I replaced the command hooks that I have up here. I love these wreaths. I'll put the name of them. I got them at Target probably 3 years ago. I've used them, yeah, for about 3 years. And I love them, but they're starting to get a little brittle. And as you saw in the video, they made such a mess. So we'll see how messy they get and if I want to keep dealing with them or not. But I really love the color, especially on my brown doors. And so I'm going to keep them, and I'll just keep using the blower. I didn't want to spend more money on new wreaths. So that's that there. So I have more lantern here, the white and the orange pumpkins, and that gorgeous dark heuchera, which I think brings such a moodiness, and I absolutely love it. And when you're picking out mums, this is the big mum that you get at Costco. They're like 15 bucks, and I get one every year and just put it in this basket, and it just adds such a nice element. I'll link some baskets down below. I've had these for 3 years also. I love these baskets. I use them on my porch all year round. But when you're picking out your mum, you want to pick one that has a lot of buds, that's barely blooming. This has been in my garage for about a week, and so it has started to bloom, but you want to get as much use out of it as you can, especially since I'm doing this mid-September, and so I just want to make sure that I have one that's going to bloom for me as long as possible. So this white one's all budded up, and it looks pretty right now, but it'll continue to look pretty in the coming weeks. Okay, and then over here, the only thing that I had new this year were these pillows, and I got them from Target. I just love them. I thought they'd bring out green in my garden, and then they have a little bit of orange, which I think brings out this orange here, and they're just warm, and I love the green color. It's a really cool toned green, and it has some white stripes too, so I just love that so much. And then I just grabbed a blanket from my house and brought out here, and it's nice to have these cushions cleaned again. I can tell that with my blower blowing around that these got a little dirty again, but I'll just come brush them off. I'll link these. I think I got them at Michael's a couple years ago, and I love to use them in the fall because they bring kind of a country romance and such a fall feel to have just a little bit of metal out here, and so I just love to plop the mums in them. Sometimes I'll have to put rocks or something to make the pot a little bit higher, and then I'll put a tray in there to catch all the water, and because you have to water mums a lot. You don't want them to dry out. That's the key to mums, is you just water, water, water. And so I'll be out here every day watering these and making sure they're happy. But it will be really nice because I think this is our last day, hopefully in the 90s. And then it should start to cool down. I think our highest day this next week is 85. But then we have a lot of rain coming and it's going to be like in the 60s. So it's going to be so nice and it's definitely going to feel like fall. And so I'm definitely going to want to get on taking these begonias out and planting what I have planned for here. So in this area I have a white mum, and then I have orange and white pumpkin, and then that gorgeous color to bring that color out over here. This one's looking a little saggy. I don't know why. It's been watered well, but hopefully it will be okay and will bloom for us. We'll see. So that's everything. It looks so pretty. I also do have another metal pot here, setting it up a little higher, and then I have placed a little water catch basin like that one there in it. That wreath is going to be so messy, you guys. Oh, I'll have to see what I'm going to do about that. But anyway, that's the porch. I'm super, super happy with it. So this is my fall porch. And I think like mid-October, I'll come in here and make it a little spooky for Halloween, and that will be fun. So yeah, I'll probably do a little video for that too. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see how much time I have. And I also wanted to mention that I did put, you saw me messing with that tape. Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. Those scissors were terrible. Plus it was sticky, so it made it hard. But I taped this rug down because I have this rug, I've had it for a long time, and it just blows up and I pull it down, it blows up and I pull it down, but I love it. It's really light, it's easy to clean, it's recycled material, and I love the gray color of it. So I wanted to use it again. It's a little wrinkly right now, but it should settle down. But I wanted to tape the ends and see how that worked. I might have to come in and add just a little bit more later. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it's not too chaotic. I think I just felt chaotic, but the video should not be too chaotic. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.